18-year-old Logan Steiner died a week before his high school graduation from an overdose of caffeine.
She drank two 24-ounce Monster energy drinks in less than 24 hours, and it took her life.
19-year-old Drew James was a regular caffeine drinker, coffee and energy drinks. But his mother says one day Drew tried a brand of energy drink he'd never tried before, a drink called Monster Nitrous.
A lawsuit alleges one of those energy drinks could be linked to a death, raising a question: how much caffeine is too much?
Like we could really scare you off caffeine.
Hey, we know you crave it.
I do. I need coffee.
Hey, I pay more for 12 ounces of this than a whole gallon of this. Not like caffeine can actually kill me, right?
Actually, caffeine has killed teenagers. Remember the names Steiner, Fournier, James?
Oh yeah, bummer.
Cheer up. Your daily caffeine buzz doesn't have to be deadly or even dangerous if you're smart about it.
Which I admit I am not always.
Chugging down multiple Red Bulls just to get through the day?
Yeah, been there.
Well, you can't be smart if you don't have the facts. Let's start with the most basic fact.
Caffeine is a stimulant. It stimulates people to be more energetic, to make them more awake. They wake up with it, they stay awake with it.
I'd say caffeine is a drug.
People don't think it is a drug. You know how marijuana, everybody's like, oh, that's a drug, or heroin, that's a drug. But people, like, everybody drinks caffeine, even little kids.
Let's just put it out there. What caffeine is a drug.
It's found naturally in coffee and tea, and 90% of Americans consume it every day, but that doesn't make it less of a drug. It just makes caffeine the most taken for granted drug in the world.
I see a lot of my friends drinking like Coke, and like mainly it's at parties.
Caffeine is one of what we would call the lesser stimulants.
It's in coffee, it's in chocolate, it's in a lot of things that we would consume every day, but it has an effect on the body, and it has its effect on the body as a stimulant, affecting the mind, affecting the muscles, affecting the heart, even affecting the kidneys.
I see a lot of energy drinks, energy bars, energy cookies. Like, there's a lot of energy foods out there now.
And now that caffeine seems to be added into all of our so-called energy drinks, people, especially teens, are consuming more and more of this stuff than ever before in history.
One of my all-time favorite energy drinks is Monster, and I drink it right before a sports game because it gives me energy.
I can make a cup or two of coffee every day. I just drown it in milk and drown it in sugar.
Specifically, caffeine is the kind of drug that's called a stimulant.
That means it acts on your brain as kind of a pick-me-upper. You drink down a Starbucks or a Red Bull, and it makes you feel stimulated, more awake and alert, less tired.
Question, how does caffeine trick our brains into thinking we're not tired?
It's not the caffeine directly that affects the brain, it's what it does to the body's natural stimulants. Adenosine is the body's natural stimulant or natural basis of energy. Caffeine blocks the enzyme that causes adenosine to be broken down.